your body and your mind moving. I'm Carol and welcome to Over 50 So What? Jessica Hitched said that maybe at 87 you slow down a drop, but between 44 and 64 there's no difference. I'm sure most of us know people who are still going strong in their 80s. And today we meet one of them, June Hewitt, and some of her fitness participants doing hoops, balls, bands and weights. Get yourself active in the 5-minute fitness segment. It is only 5 minutes. 5 minutes a day and you're on your way. Today, we're also going to look at the rainbow tick and how we as individuals and organisations we may be involved with can be more welcoming to our LGBTI older folk. Enjoy the show. Do you have an LGBTI friend or loved one that you're concerned about? You think they're becoming a bit isolated and you'd like to encourage them to get out and be more social, but you just don't know where to go. Well, today we're going to talk about the Rainbow Tick accreditation and other resources which can help. We welcome back Pauline Crameri and Andrew Rogers from VEL's LGBTI Aging and Aged Care. This is a program of Rainbow Health Australia, an Australian research centre in sex, health and society at Trobe University. Hi Pauline and Andrew, welcome back to the show. We had a great chat to you last time about all the different things to do LGBTI, and today we're going to look a bit closer at the Rainbow Tick accreditation. What is this? What does it mean?
Rainbow Tick accreditation has been around for nearly a decade now. And it is an accreditation program where services can be formally audited to determine that they meet and they are LGBTI safe and inclusive. Rainbow Tick accreditation is built around the 6 LGBTI inclusive practice standards developed by Rainbow Health Australia. So anyone can use the 6 standards, and there's some fantastic resources on the Rainbow Health Australia website. VELS has also developed a tool that we call the VELS Review Tool. You can find that on our website, that we developed specifically for services working with older LGBTI people. And the review tool assists organisations and services to identify what they're already doing, but also to identify the gaps. The accreditation is managed by QIP, which is Quality Innovation Performance. And QIP on their website has a list of all of the Rainbow Tick accredited organisations throughout Australia. Hopefully people can have some confidence to access those services.
So if someone's looking to move into a retirement community, or they're planning ahead for aged care and they want to, have an indication to their loved ones of where they'd like to be if they're placed in aged care, so the best idea is they just go straight to that QIP?
There's so many aged care providers throughout Australia. There's so many retirement villages and organisations. Asking them what they're doing, asking them whether they have any intention of undertaking Rainbow Tick accreditation, because not all organisations will have the capacity to undertake formal Rainbow Tick accreditation, but perhaps getting the ball rolling by asking services what they're doing.
One of the things to be conscious of too is that LGBTI inclusion is nationwide. So in rural and regional areas, there may not be the choice available of residential care or home care service and so forth. You are limited in those options. And so that means there is an obligation for all mainstream services across the country to think about how they are being inclusive.
And it takes more than just whacking on a rainbow badge or putting a rainbow sticker on the door.
It's not a Hollywood stage set. You can't have just that image there and then nothing behind it. And it can be as simple as a member of the community overhearing a staff member making an off comment. That one thing can actually deter them from ever coming back, because they might say, I don't care what you say with your rainbow flags, if that one staff member is saying something that means they're not inclusive, the whole organisation loses the trust of that person.
Looking at your activity programs, do you have any relevant activities and events throughout your calendars? Do you celebrate LGBTI days of significance and celebration? Or, you know, do you show, if you show movies in your centre, or you go on activities and outings, do you have activities and outings that would be of interest to LGBTI people and their allies? But I think one of the key things is you don't make it an us and them approach. So you don't say those activities are for the LGBTI older people and these are for the others.
We've got a lovely story about an older man in Sydney who was living in residential care, and this place was, you know, wanting to support him and be inclusive. So they organised for him to go to Mardi Gras, and some of the staff took him along and got him a fantastic seat and all of that. And the next day he was asked by another staff member, how did you enjoy Mardi Gras? And he said, oh, it was all right, but I would rather have gone to the North Melbourne Swans footy match. So not making assumptions, of not kind of saying, oh, they're lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans and intersex, they must all want to do fabulous parties for Mardi Gras. That may not be the truth.
Doesn't mean that they won't share common interests and want to share in the same activities and programs as their mainstream counterparts.
You know, people play tennis, but the question is, do they actually tell the people they play tennis with or bowls with about their life and their life partner and their experience? That's the question. Can you as ordinary folk who are watching this, who are playing tennis or playing bowls, going on shopping trips or what have you, can you not assume that everybody fits in the one box?
Following on from that last question, there's a lot of viewers that are not in the LGBTI community, but they're members of different clubs, of organisations, they're out and about interacting socially. What tips have you got for them so that they come across as welcoming and inclusive when they meet someone from the LGBTI community?
It's about thinking how you greet people generally anyway. You know, where we can say, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know whether somebody is transgender. So saying hello, everyone, takes that kind of old-fashioned gender out of the conversation. If you meet somebody and you see a wedding ring, for example, don't assume that it's an opposite sex partner that they have. Their spouse might be of the same gender or the same sex. Know that not everybody has children and grandchildren, but they still have lives that they might want to talk about. So finding ways of being curious about a life that isn't the same as your own is a really good start to think about, you know, the way you ask questions so they don't fit into the traditional, everybody gets married, everybody has children and grandchildren.
You know, thinking about if you do celebrate Mother's Day and Father's Day and things like that, do you have other days where you can celebrate people who may not have children or grandchildren? That's not only older LGBTI people, that's a lot of other people in the community.
Do you have any final words to say to people watching either from the LGBTI community or outside that community?
Be welcoming, be curious, open perceptions around what constitutes really valuable lives and relationships.
Everyone has a responsibility. Everyone has a role in being either an ally or a safe and inclusive organisation. So really looking at what you can do. You may not have the opportunity to undertake Rainbow Tick accreditation, but everyone has the opportunity to make a difference.
Thank you both for coming on the show. You're doing some really fantastic work out there, and I wish you all the best. And I'm hoping that a lot of the viewers today and the organisations watching today will jump on board with the Rainbow Tick, and we will see this growth in programs and service availability, plus more inclusivity right across the board.
Fantastic. Thanks for having us again, Carol.
This one's great for stability, great for balance. And we're going to start off with doing a step forward, push back. And forward, push back. Forward, push back. That's it. Forward, push back. Good stuff. Forward, push back. You can keep it small to start with, and then you can make it bigger as you get fitter. That's it, nice straight back, knee going straight. All right, now we're going to do the same thing to the side. Side, together, side, together, side, together. So you can make it small, like this. And if you're not very stable, hang on to that chair. Side, together, side, together. That's it. One more. Other side. Left, together. Left, together. That's it. Left, push back. Left, push back. Down. That's it. Keep going. Alright, now we're going to do it to the back. Looks like this. Ready? Let's go. Back, together, back, together. Nice straight back. Back, together. Back, together, back, together. Back. That's it. Keep it going. Just focus on your legs. As I said, keep it small or make it bigger if you're fitter. Good stuff. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lift the leg to the side. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. So keep it small. Try not to do that. Try and lift the heel to the side. So your feet are parallel. Parallel. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Lift, whoops, down. Lift, down. Lift. That's it. Down. Lift and down. Lift. Yes. Even though you're not moving around very much, you probably find your heart rate's gone up a little bit. Don't forget, you can always rest go. Lift and down. Lift and down. Just focus on the leg at the back. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift. Other side. Lift and down. Lift and down. That's it. 4, 3. Good stuff, everyone. And 1. Well done. Congratulations. You're hot stuff. Most of you watching today are going to live to 90 because our longevity keeps extending. And by the time you get to 80, your health, your quality of life, your independence, your longevity is almost entirely the result of your lifestyle choices. But getting out and moving is one of the things that's so important to do. It doesn't matter how old you are. And if you can have fun while you're moving, it's even better. So working out with hoops, with balls, with bands, with weights. Today we're going to meet June and a lot of other fun people having fun moving. We're going to chat to some of the participants today in the fitness class with June, 55 to 88, just proving over 50, so what? Age is just a number. June, that was a fun class that we just did.
Did you feel invigorated? Did you get up a sweat?
Almost.
Oh, almost. God, you weren't working hard enough, that's all I can say. Yeah, you weren't working hard enough.
Yeah.
So that age group was roughly 55, and there was an 88-year-old there. And she's been coming to my first class 60 years ago. So she was in the class today. So I did my first class in a little village called Flitwick, which is near Bedfordshire in England. That's where I did my training, and she came to my very first class, evening class, at a Redbourne High School, and she's still coming to the class at 88 years old.
Hi Maureen, nice to see you, and nice to see you in the class.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Now you've been doing this class for just for a short time. How did you hear about the class in the first time?
Through U3A. I joined U3A to do some art, and I wanted to exercise as well. So I thought I'd give June's class a go. Actually, a friend of mine was coming and had been coming for a long, long time, and she said she loved it, so I came along and I love it too. It makes me feel good.
So what would you say to someone who hasn't only exercised for 20 years?
This would be a good start, because you don't have to go as hard. You just go at your own pace, really. You can go a bit harder and get sweaty, or you can sort of go low-key.
What do you get out of the class?
I like to keep active, and it makes me work.
Makes you...
And I think at this age you've got to keep active, because I also do Tai Chi, I do yoga, and I do Pilates.
Oh, well done.
But I just try and keep fit because I want to see all my kids grow up and grandkids grow up and that.
Hi Jessica.
Hello.
So you're very enthusiastic about this fitness class. How long,
Yes.
how long have you been coming for?
This term, this year, I love it.
So you only started this year?
Yes,
Wow. So what was your first class like?
I love it the first moment I walk in and do the first class. It's so good. This is a class I'm looking for. Very energetic.
So you weren't doing much before that?
I just do on my own, just walk about, do something, do dancing and stuff. But not this one. This is perfect for me.
And why do you like it so much?
Because I like all the movements and everything non-stop. It's very, very good. Moves all the body, every part of it.
Hi, Steph.
Hi.
So how did you actually find the class that was on?
Through the U3A, yes. So I looked on the U3A website to see what they had on offer. Saw they had this class, and I'm also doing yoga with the U3A as well. Yeah. So I'm doing two exercise classes.
Have you tried any other kind of class with U3A?
Yes, I'm also doing ukulele.
Oh, that's very popular at the minute, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is, and it's fun too. So things that, bring you joy as well as are good for you mentally and physically. Yeah.
So how long do you think you'll keep doing it for?
Well, it's hopefully as long as I can. I'm hoping that this will keep me moving and so that I age well. And that's what I'm hoping for, to look at keeping using all of my faculties and mental faculties because, it requires concentration.
Your brain fitness is just as important.
That's right.
And coordination is great for your brain fitness too.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm going to ask you an interesting question now. How do you feel before the class compared to after the class?
Always feel better. Always feel more energetic. And go home and you can actually do your housework and, get it done because you've got actually some energy and you've warmed up your body and stretched your body.
Yeah.
Well, I think I personally feel good that I've committed time for myself when you've worked full time and had a full-on professional career and then being dedicated to look after an elderly person with dementia. Your own needs get pushed very much into the background. So now it's about me. So I know that I've committed time to myself every time that I come to class.
What would you say to someone sitting at home that's not doing much? They might occasionally go for a walk, but that's about it.
Once you get to a certain number, and that's maybe 50 for some people, 60 for others, you just need to really prioritise maintaining your mobility and your balance. And balance is absolutely key to staying healthy. You have a fall once you get to a certain age and you're just, it can be a very quick downhill spiral from there. So just work on staying upright and active.
I noticed in the class there was some good balance work there too, and some good strength work, strengthening up the legs, which is really important for falls prevention. That's one of the big things.
It is, it's huge. Once you lose that independence, and so many of us live alone, or other people are supporting partners, one of you needs to be really fit and able and mobile. So you've got to do it for your own lifestyle choices. Yeah, you just got to do it.
Don't be frightened of putting yourself out there. You'll never know if you don't have a go. I mean, I know it's an old-fashioned saying, but it's like everything else. Take the first step. You can always walk away and say it's not for me, but if you don't try it, you will never know what you're missing. And you've got different capabilities in this class. Some people have got a bad shoulder, some people have got a bad leg. Doesn't matter. You work the other parts of your body, but you laugh. And we laughed in that class, did we not? I think everybody laughed. So that's the thing. You exercise the muscles when you laugh. So, yeah. So
Well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Carol.
Yes, our show's slogan is fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. There are so many ways to keep physically and mentally fit, regardless of your age and physical ability. We hope that by watching this show, you'll become more active, get some inspiration, and then go out and pass it on to others. For information on fitness programs with U3A or how you can help organisations become Rainbow Tick accredited, please go to the website carolohaleran.com. All the guest information is there. We look forward to connecting with you on Facebook, YouTube and Insta. Over 50 So What. To catch up on shows, you now have lots of options. You can go to YouTube, Over 50 So What, CTV Plus on demand, and now through the App Store, CTV Plus. Keep smiling, share a smile with others as much as you can. I'm Carol, over 50, so what? Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50. So what?